In our fast-paced lives, the act of starting the day with intention can sometimes fade into the background. Yet the morning holds a unique power. It is a fresh canvas upon which we can paint our intentions and desires. The title, "This Morning Prayer Invites God's Protection into Your Life," encapsulates a profound truth. Prayer is not merely a ritual, but a heartfelt invitation for divine involvement in our daily journey. When we seek God's protection through prayer, we actively acknowledge our vulnerability and our need for a guiding presence. Throughout history, individuals have turned to prayer as a means of connecting with God, particularly in moments of uncertainty. The Bible is replete with narratives that illustrate how prayer invites God's protective light into the lives of those who seek it. Take, for example, the story of David, a shepherd boy who became a king. In his Psalms, David often expressed his reliance on God's protection. In Psalm 23, he writes about walking through the darkest valleys, assured that God's presence would comfort him. This assurance is not just a poetic phrase, it is a testament to the strength derived from a close relationship with the divine. David's life was filled with challenges and adversities, yet he consistently turned to prayer as a source of strength and protection. Similarly, Job's story reminds us of the trials that life can present. After losing everything, Job's unwavering faith in God's protection served as a beacon of hope. His conversations with God and the prayers he uttered during his suffering reveal a deep understanding of divine sovereignty. Job's experience illustrates that while life may bring storms, there is solace in knowing that through fervent prayer, we can invite God's protective hand into our lives. His story encourages us to remain steadfast, even when the world around us seems chaotic. In the course of our daily lives, we often encounter moments that challenge our sense of safety and well-being. There are worries about health, relationships, and the future that can cloud our minds. Yet through the act of prayer, we can create a shield against these anxieties. Inviting God into our mornings allows us to acknowledge our fears, while simultaneously surrendering them to a higher power. This dual action not only calms our minds but also reinforces our faith in God's ability to protect us. Establishing a morning prayer routine can be transformative. This practice serves not just to center ourselves, but also to create a sacred space where we can invite God's protection. A simple yet profound morning prayer might begin with gratitude, acknowledging the new day as a gift. From that foundation, we can express our hopes and concerns, seeking God's guidance as we navigate the challenges ahead. This ritual is akin to opening a door. It signals to the universe and to ourselves that we are ready to receive the divine light that protects and guides. Moreover, the role of collective faith cannot be understated. Joining with others in prayer amplifies our individual petitions. In faith communities, we share our burdens and joys, creating an atmosphere where collective prayers rise like incense to the heavens. This communal aspect of spirituality fosters a sense of belonging and reinforces our resilience. When we gather in prayer, we are reminded that we are not alone in our struggles. The power of many voices united in seeking God's protection can create a formidable force, one that can dispel darkness and invite divine intervention. Consider the early Christians who often faced persecution and hardship. Their gatherings were not just about worship. They were acts of defiance against fear. Through prayer, they invited God's protection into their lives and the lives of their loved ones. Their faith became a shield, allowing them to endure trials with grace and strength. This historical context serves as a reminder that prayer is not a passive act. It is a dynamic invitation for divine involvement in our lives. As we reflect on the importance of inviting God's protection into our mornings, we can draw parallels to the concept of divine light. Just as light dispels darkness, so too does prayer illuminate our paths. When we invite God into our lives through sincere prayer, we are essentially allowing His light to guide us, shielding us from the shadows of doubt and fear. This divine light serves not only as a protector, but also as a source of inspiration, illuminating the way forward even in the face of uncertainty. In the quiet of the morning, before the day's demands take hold, we have the unique opportunity to pause and invite God's protection into our lives. This simple act of prayer can transform our outlook, grounding us in faith and helping us navigate the challenges ahead. Each morning becomes a sacred opportunity to realign our hearts and minds, ensuring that we are not merely reacting to the world around us, but actively seeking divine guidance and protection. In closing, it is essential to remember that prayer is a powerful tool. It is through this act that we invite God's protection into our lives, creating a sanctuary of faith where we can find solace and strength. As we embrace the morning light, may we also embrace the opportunity to connect with the divine, trusting that His protection will accompany us throughout the day. As the dawn breaks, a new day unfolds, offering fresh opportunities and challenges. It is in this sacred morning hour that we have a unique chance to invite God's protection into our lives. This invitation is not merely a ritual, it is an active engagement with the divine, allowing us to align our intentions with His will. Inviting God's protection means recognizing that we are not alone in our journey. We are enveloped in a divine embrace that guides and shields us. The concept of divine light as a form of protection becomes particularly relevant in our morning prayer. This light symbolizes hope, clarity, and strength. Just as a lighthouse guides ships safely to shore amidst turbulent waters, divine light illuminates our paths, helping us navigate through life's uncertainties. By acknowledging this light during our morning prayers, we set a tone of resilience and faith for the day ahead. It is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, this light is available to us, ready to dispel shadows of fear and doubt. In practicing this morning prayer, we might begin by centering ourselves in the stillness of the morning. Taking a deep breath, we can invite the divine presence into our hearts, allowing the warmth of God's love to envelop us. We might say something as simple as, "Lord, I invite your protection over my life today. May your light shine upon my path and guide my steps." Such an invocation not only establishes our intention for the day, but also aligns our mindset with positivity and purpose. The role of prayer in this process cannot be overstated. Prayer serves as a conduit through which we communicate our needs, fears, and desires to God. It is in these moments of vulnerability that we often find strength. By committing to a daily routine of prayer, we reinforce our spiritual foundation, making it easier to access divine protection. Each morning offers a blank canvas, and our prayers become the brushstrokes that create a masterpiece of faith and resilience. Consider the story of a woman named Sarah, who faced numerous challenges in her life. Every morning she would rise before the sun, seeking solace in prayer. During these moments, she invited God's protection into her life, asking for guidance in her career, her relationships, and her health. As she persevered in her morning ritual, she began to notice a shift. The challenges that once felt insurmountable started to appear more manageable. By inviting divine protection daily, she cultivated a sense of trust that allowed her to approach life's hurdles with newfound courage. Another key aspect of inviting God's protection is acknowledging the power of collective faith. Engaging with a community of believers amplifies individual prayers, creating a tapestry of support and encouragement. When we gather in prayer, whether in a church, a home, or even virtually, we share our struggles and victories. This collective energy can help us feel less isolated in our challenges and more empowered in our faith. Together, we invoke God's protection, creating a shared atmosphere of hope and strength. Imagine a group of friends who come together every Sunday morning to pray. They take turns sharing their concerns and joys, inviting God's protection over each other's lives. In doing so, they not only invoke divine intervention but also nurture their relationships. They witness firsthand the transformative power of collective prayer, as their individual burdens feel lighter when shared within a supportive community. This experience reinforces the idea that we are stronger together, bolstered by the faith of those around us. Furthermore, it's essential to recognize that inviting God's protection is not merely about seeking physical safety. It encompasses emotional and spiritual well-being as well. In a world rife with anxiety and uncertainty, prayer acts as a sanctuary where we can retreat, find peace, and regain our focus. By inviting God's protection into our emotional lives, we allow His peace to guard our hearts and minds, giving us the clarity needed to face the day with confidence. In moments of crisis or distress, a morning prayer can serve as a grounding practice. Take, for instance, a parent worried about a child's well-being. Each morning, this parent might pray, "Lord, I invite your protection over my child. Surround them with your light, guide their decisions, and keep them safe from harm." This simple yet profound act of faith not only seeks divine intervention, but also reinforces the parent's resolve to trust in God's plan, fostering a sense of peace amidst worry. As we navigate the complexities of life, it is crucial to remember that inviting God's protection is an ongoing journey. Each morning, we have the opportunity to renew our commitment to faith and resilience. Our prayers can evolve, reflecting our changing circumstances and needs, yet the essence remains the same: an open heart, ready to receive God's grace. Moreover, the act of inviting protection goes beyond our individual lives. It extends to our workplaces, our communities, and our world. When we pray for collective protection, we acknowledge the interconnectedness of all beings. A prayer such as, "May your protection extend to my community, bringing peace and safety to all," encapsulates the essence of shared faith, inviting divine intervention on a broader scale. Embracing the morning light with a prayerful heart allows us to approach each day with intentionality and purpose. By inviting God's protection into our lives, we not only fortify our spiritual defenses, but also cultivate a deeper relationship with the divine. We become active participants in our spiritual journey, acknowledging that we are never alone. As we conclude this reflection on inviting God's protection through morning prayer, let us carry this message into our daily lives. May we rise each morning with a heart open to divine light, ready to engage with God's presence and trust in His protection. In doing so, we create a sanctuary of faith that empowers us, strengthens our resolve, and leads us confidently into each new day. As we awaken each day, we encounter a world filled with uncertainties and challenges. Engaging in a morning prayer that invites God's protection into our lives establishes a powerful foundation for the day ahead. This practice is not merely a ritual, but a transformative experience that centers our thoughts, aligns our spirits, and opens our hearts to divine guidance. To infuse this prayer with practicality, We can adopt specific steps that enhance its effectiveness and deepen our connection with God. First, create a sacred space each morning where you can pause and reflect. This space could be a quiet corner of your home, a spot in your garden, or even a peaceful area in a nearby park. The environment should be conducive to prayer and reflection, free from distractions. As you settle into this space, take a moment to inhale deeply, allowing your breath to ground you in the present moment. This simple act prepares your mind and spirit to receive God's protective light. Next, begin your prayer by acknowledging the presence of God. An invocation can be as simple as saying, "Heavenly Father, I come before you this morning, seeking your guidance and protection." This initial engagement sets the tone for your conversation with God. You might want to articulate specific concerns or fears that weigh on your heart, inviting God into those spaces of vulnerability. By naming these challenges, you shine a light on areas where you desire divine intervention. Following your invocation, express gratitude for the blessings already present in your life. Taking a moment to recognize the good amidst adversity shifts your perspective and fosters a sense of peace. Gratitude opens the heart to receive God's protection, creating a channel for divine light to flow into your life. You might say, "Thank you for the gift of this day, for the love of my family, and for the opportunities that lie ahead." This acknowledgement not only strengthens your faith, but also reinforces your commitment to trust in God's protective embrace. As you transition deeper into your prayer, visualize divine light enveloping you. Imagine this light as a warm, radiant shield that wards off negativity, fear, and doubt. Picture it expanding around your loved ones, your community, and the world at large. This visualization serves as a powerful reminder of the protective power of God's presence. You might pray, "Lord, surround me and my loved ones with your light. Protect us from harm and guide us through our challenges." By inviting this protective energy into your life, you actively participate in the divine orchestration of your well-being. In addition to your personal prayer, consider the significance of community in your spiritual journey. Engage with a faith community that resonates with your beliefs. Whether through a local church, a prayer group, or online spiritual gatherings, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals amplifies the power of collective prayer. Together you can share your concerns, lift each other up, and invoke God's protection as a united front. This collective engagement fosters resilience and strengthens your faith, reminding you that you are never alone in your struggles. Incorporating spiritual practices into your daily routine further enhances the effects of your morning prayer. Consider dedicating time to read scriptures, meditate, or engage in acts of service. Each of these practices cultivates a deeper connection with God and reinforces your invitation for protection. For example, reading passages that speak of God's faithfulness can instill hope and courage, empowering you to face the day's challenges with confidence. Similarly, acts of kindness not only serve others but also create a ripple effect of positivity that returns to you, reinforcing the protective energy around your life. As you navigate through your day, keep the spirit of your morning prayer alive. When faced with anxiety or doubt, pause to recall the protective light you invoked. Allow this memory to guide your thoughts and actions. You might find it helpful to carry a small token, such as a stone or a piece of jewelry that symbolizes God's protection for you. When challenges arise, hold this token and remind yourself of the divine light that surrounds you. In moments of uncertainty, reach out to your faith community for support. Share your struggles and invite others to pray with you. collective prayers can be incredibly powerful, as they draw on the strength of multiple hearts and minds focused on the same intention. This act of vulnerability not only reinforces your connection with others, but also invites God's protection into the shared space of your community. Ultimately, living a life that reflects the essence of your morning prayer requires intentionality. Make it a habit to check in with yourself throughout the day, assessing your thoughts and feelings. Are they aligned with the protective light you invited in the morning? If not, take a moment to recalibrate, reconnecting with God through a brief prayer or meditation. This practice serves as a reminder that divine protection is not just a one-time request, but an ongoing relationship that flourishes with attention and care. As the day draws to a close, reflect on your experiences. Acknowledge the moments when you felt God's protection and guidance, as well as the times you struggled. This reflection helps cultivate a deeper understanding of how God works in your life, reinforcing your faith and commitment to invite His presence each morning. In conclusion, the invitation for God's protection in your life is a continuous journey filled with daily prayers, communal support, and personal reflection. By establishing a morning ritual that embraces divine light, you empower yourself to face life's challenges with grace and strength. May each morning prayer you offer be a beacon of hope, guiding you and those around you into a realm of safety and love. Embrace this practice wholeheartedly, for it is a powerful affirmation that indeed, this morning prayer invites God's protection into your life.